On Friday afternoon, we were contacted that Officer Hawley was having a medical emergency at Bonner Elementary. He was doing our normal traffic on the highway. He wasn't feeling real good, so he went back to get an air conditioning over at Bonner Elementary, was in his office, and the staff there noticed he was having some difficulties, and so I checked with him, and he apparently had a pretty significant situation that required CPR and the use of an AED. And at that point in time, paramedics were contacted immediately, 911 was contacted, and our staff just did a wonderful job of doing everything they could possibly do to save him. So it was near immediate response to what our staff, how they conducted themselves in the medical emergency. We met yesterday afternoon after church, about 3 o'clock, our crisis team, and our district administrators, all of our school principals, counselors, our school registered nurse, all of our intervention teams. We met yesterday afternoon to just really to debrief and talk about the incident, to provide counseling services for even those folks that were, on the scene and working in the situation, firsthand. We had some good time of prayer with our staff, and then planned out kind of what today would look like. And so we ensured that not only the Bonner Elementary campus had support staff, but we needed to have support at all campuses, again, because Officer Hawley's impact was on all of our campuses, not just one. But predominantly, Bonner needed the most probably help with our staff and any children. Kids are resilient. Kids are much more resilient than we give them credit for in a time like this. So things today have gone very smoothly. I mean, obviously there's some sadness on that campus. There's no doubt that will be there, and that will be there for a while. But our goal was to just have school back to as normal as it could be, provide resources as we need them, but just for school to resume as normal as possible, in the wake of a terrible situation like this. The cause of death, as of right now, has not been released. So they did take the body to Beaumont for an autopsy that was done immediately after leaving the hospital. We had a line of police vehicles that escorted the body to Beaumont for that autopsy. Our officers, the Hudson PD officers, as well as several from the county, will be going to get the body today. I think at noon they will head to Beaumont to pick the body up. The actual autopsy report hasn't been released yet to the public, so I don't know for certain what that's going to state. I mean, this was a situation where, again, none of us know our day and time. That only God knows that, and I don't think there was anything here that could have been done differently. We have emergency, all of our staff are trained in emergency situations like this, in crisis situations. So our staff were trained in CPR techniques. They were trained on how to use the AED machine. Everything was available. Everything took place within just seconds of Officer Hawley going down. And I 100% believe there's nothing at all that could have been done differently as far as the emergency medical services that were provided on the scene at the time. It's just a tragic loss for our whole community and for our school. Eventually, yes, we will definitely have to have an officer on that campus. Now, the campus is secure. We have ensured that even though we do not have a police officer that's assigned to that campus, immediately, that campus is secure. There are others that are there that are making sure that our children are safe in the event of any other situation that could happen. So it is covered, but yes, eventually we will have to move forward with, finding a replacement officer on that campus. Now, no one can replace Officer Hawley. He was unique, he was loved by everybody, and there's no one out there like him.